Hey, what's going on, fam? It's your boy Will here. I just want to make this quick video discussing what is the lowest rating you can get before Lyft deactivates your account. Now, in their policy, it states that anything lower than a 4.6, they will deactivate you. I'm not totally sure if they're going to give you like a little buffer time or if they're actually just going to instantly deactivate your account, because I've never gotten that low. The lowest rating I've ever gotten was a 4.7, but I will say that you have to be doing a lot of horrible things in order to get a rating that low. Because the way the rating system works is the passengers, the lowest rating I've ever got is a 4.7, right? The passengers see a 4.7, but the way that we see it as drivers is that 4.7 could have been me having a 4.74 and the passengers see a 4.7 rating. But let's just say I got a few good ratings and it jumped up from a 4.74 to a 4.75. Passengers would then see a passengers would then see a 4.8. So, it works on that point system. So it's almost like 9 points, 10 points before an actual full rating drop. So let's just say you had a full 5 stars, which I've had before. I actually held 5 stars consistently for about 4 weeks. This is when I was driving in Portland, and they actually gave me best driver of the month, gave me some Lyft merch, some festival type ticket. I can't remember. It was like, I think it was Bite of Oregon. It was like a food festival. They gave me like 2 tickets to that, and it was a pretty cool little thing that they did out there. And so I held that out, but it took a while for me to drop from 5 stars, at least for what passengers could see, because even when I dropped, I had 0.5, I had 0.05 that I could drop, right? So even if my rating went down to a 4.95, passengers still saw me as a 5-star driver. They couldn't tell that it was only a 4.95. So it's very easy to keep a good rating once you get it. Now, when you get a bad rating, once your rating gets kind of low, it can be scary because mentally, especially if you're doing this and you're using it as a way to make money, you can be like, dang, like all sketched out and stuff, right? But there are a few things that are going to give you a bad rating. Number one, having a dirty car. I've mentioned before that I got on the Lyft driver's car. He had like Pepsi bottles rolling around. It was like hair in the seat and crumbs in the seat, and the floor was super dirty, which, if the floor is dirty, that's one thing. But when you have additional things like bottles rolling around and stuff like that, that's kind of like in the way of your feet. That definitely makes people want to give you a bad rating. If your car smells like smoke, that's not a good thing. The next thing I would say is if you just drive horribly, which, if you're a bad driver, if you're driving super slow or driving super fast, or someone feels threatened in the car with you, they're probably going to not give you a good rating. As well as if you're just a total creep, right? If you're a creep, if you come off creepy, if you come off weird in a way that kind of makes someone feels a little sketch, they're probably going to give you a bad rating. So the number one thing that I would say to keep your ratings up is obviously keep your car clean. I try and vacuum out my car every day, or every other day, or whenever I can. And when I mean keep your car clean, mainly the inside, obviously the outside as well. Like, I don't worry about the outside too much, but like if you get some bird dunk on the back window where people have to get in at, then that's probably not a good sign. You want to go ahead and get that cleaned up. Just drive your car through a car wash, or go take it to one of those self-serve car washes or something like that and clean it up. One thing that I have noticed, and this won't help you unless you're already doing everything else right, is I've said this before as well, is the type of music you play. Play some good music, right? Because if you play good music, even if it's like a quiet ride, say if you're not conversating with the passengers, you have some good music on that they can actually vibe to, and they like it, then the chances of them actually rating you and giving you a good rating are a lot higher. So that's how low it has to be. Anything lower than a 4.6, you're basically going to get deactivated. I believe the same is with Uber as well. Uber is a little bit easier to keep the rating just because with Lyft, they do for the last 100 customers on a rotating schedule. So let's just say customer 99 gave you a 1 star, but all of them were 5 stars. But The last 98 were 5 stars, and then you get 2 more rides who give you 5 stars. It pushes that 1 star out, and now you're a 5-star driver instead of like a 4.7, 4.97 or something like that. So yeah, and with Uber, it's the last 500. So it takes a little bit more for your rating to actually go down, but at the same time, it takes a little bit more for you to actually get your rating back up. So I hope that information helps. Don't worry about what it takes to get deactivated unless you are just horrible. And if you get down that low, you probably shouldn't be in the people business, period. You should probably go work at like a restaurant or something and try and learn some good customer service skills. So that's all I got for today. Until next time, peace.